Welcome back to Hungry Humble Human, the podcast where leadership meets real life. I'm your host, Cheryl Marks Young, and today we're going deep into a topic that most leaders think they understand, but often get wrong. The difference between a big ego and a strong ego. Because this difference, it's not just semantics. It's the line between burnout and sustainability, between being followed out of fear and being trusted out of respect. Let's start with the big ego. A big ego walks into a room and needs to win. Win the attention, win the argument, win the spotlight. It wants to look right more than it wants to be effective. It thrives on praise and it falls apart in the face of feedback. And I've seen this over and over again in leaders I coach. Brilliant founders, high-performing executives, even seasoned CEOs who have built success but can't figure out why it always feels like a battle. Spoiler alert, it's often because their ego is too big and not strong enough. So what's a strong ego? A strong ego isn't loud. It's rooted. It's the kind of presence that doesn't need to dominate the room because it trusts that its value will be seen without the performance. A strong ego listens. It asks questions. It admits when it's wrong. It doesn't fall apart when it's challenged. And it can hold both power and humility at the same time. Let me paint a picture. Picture two leaders in a boardroom. One shuts down every idea that isn't his. The other listens, pauses, and says, "You know what? Let's explore that further. Who do you want to follow? Who do you want in your corner when things get hard?" Exactly. In business, life, and relationships, a big ego protects. A strong ego connects. Big ego builds walls. Strong ego builds bridges. And in the long run, only one of those can hold the weight of leadership, partnership, and real purpose. So here's my challenge to you. Where in your leadership are you leading from fear instead of strength? Where might your ego be a little too loud? Because deep down, you're also feeling a little shaky. What would shift if you built a stronger ego instead of a bigger one? You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. That's the truth. And that's the path to building a life and business that actually feels like yours. If this hits home, come connect with me at cherylmarksyoung.com. Let's keep this conversation going because real leadership starts with real self-awareness. Until next time, stay hungry, stay humble, and stay human.